Well, hi, and welcome back again. Dan John here from danjohnuniversity.com. And once again, I want to just take a moment of your time to talk about a little red book and the lessons. There's an interesting series of things that goes on in these books as we go through them. I can always tell when I'm starting to get close to overtraining because as I go through it, I'll start to really investigate people who recommend less training per week. It's not in this booklet, but it's in my journal right there. In 1991, after overtraining for decades, the late Joran Svensson and I had a conversation, and he convinced me to try lifting 2 days a week. And I was like, there's no way I'd improve. And of course, that would be the year I snatched 314, I cleaned over 4, I missed the jerk. Threw the discus just about as far as I ever had, and got my lifetime best in the shop, but it was still pretty bad. Basically on 2 weight workouts a week and a couple easy day training. But I found this program at about this time, and it's you can just tell I'm tired when I get there. But it's from the 1972 Olympic champion Anton Nikolov. He was a Bulgarian. And if I have it right, he snatched, I don't remember he pressed, but snatched 155, and I think he clean and jerked 190 at 90 kilos, which are just tremendous lifts. And when I looked at his program, I couldn't believe my eyes. Monday, he did back squats and pulls. Snatch pulls, clean pulls, doesn't matter. Wednesday, 3 days a week, he did front squats, clean, snatches, and then pulls with snatch grip. And on Friday, he did back squat, jerks, and pulls with clean grip. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday, he played games. And you'll notice one of the things, if you've been listening to the series, one of the things that keeps coming back is fun. And I had thrown it out. And now in the 2nd grade, Sister Maria Sumta taught us about the compass with rest, work, play, and pray on this 4-part quadrant compass. And for some reason, I never really listened to it until probably the early 90s. And now, of course, I incorporate nothing but fun in my training now. The Highland Games taught me that, but also just my experience with athletes. We've got to have fun out there. Now, we work harder than anybody. My throwers throw maybe 3 times as much, 10 times as much as most throwers. They are very strong in the weight room. But we also play a lot of games. We don't waste our time jogging or stretching or doing a bunch of other nonsense. We pretty much focus to lift, throw, games. And I found that interesting. A few years later, and it would have been the weekend that I met the great coach, Jimmy Johnson. He's one of the few coaches to ever win a national championship in the collegiate ranks and then win a Super Bowl. And it's a funny little story, but I asked the guys from Nautilus if I could work out in the morning through equipment. They said, you can, but you got to be here by 6 o'clock. So at 6 o'clock, I went down there. Now, why is that interesting is we were in Las Vegas. Of course, everybody else went out and drank and gambled, and God only knows what they did. And when I got down, there were these 3 famous coaches. I'll mention Jimmy Johnson, most famous. They saw me work out, and then Jimmy Johnson said to me, do you want to come have breakfast with us? And I went to breakfast with 3 collegiate head coaches, and I didn't take notes, but I wish I would have taken more. Flanagan was here this weekend, and I asked him, we talked about training for the discus, and he gave me an interesting program. He said on Mondays, lift hard. Tuesdays, do technical work, easy technical day. Wednesdays, throw hard. Thursdays, rest. Friday, lift hard. Saturday, technical work. Sunday, rest. So 2 hard throwing sessions a week, 1 technical drill session, and 2 lifting days a week, and 2 full rest days. And I look back on that kind of thing, and would I have thrown farther, or I don't know. But it is fascinating to look how, as I was overtraining in my career, and I think this is a lesson of today, I was taking notes on people who were encouraging me to ease off and just get the job done. You don't get any points, by the way, for outworking your opponent. I've been around parents who get all angry and misty-eyed, and they say things like, you know, our kids put their heart and soul into things. Well, that's not a scoring. You don't get a score for that. No one works harder than we do. Well, you might work harder, but you also might work a lot stupider than anybody else too. So, $1 million worth of wisdom here. Hey, thanks so much. I'm Dan John. We'll be back with you soon. Bye-bye.